Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you're not. My name is Kenzie, this is my book channel, and today we're doing my favorite thing. We are picking my July TBR. We all know I love these videos. I love, dipping my hands in my little... What are you doing? I love dipping my hands in my little jar, seeing what prompts I get, seeing what books I'm going to grab for each prompt. What are you doing, baby? He's like, I don't know. So yeah. Literally all books are available. Well, okay. Just not the ones I've read. Because I counted the other day. I have 41 unread books on my shelves, which isn't great. So we're going to have like a little TBR takedown. What are you playing with? He's probably playing with something he shouldn't. But anyway, I have 41 unread books on my shelf, so we're going to do a little bit of like a TBR takedown type situation. So I'm going to try to focus on books that I have yet to read. So actually, hold on, I'm not good enough at math to immediately figure this out, so we're gonna consult a calculator. 41. I'm trying to figure out how many I'm going to need. Dude. Okay. 10? Okay. So if I choose 6 books per month for until I finish my TBR, it'll take me about 6 months according to the calculator, according to calculations. If I choose 8 books per month, it'll take me 5 months. If I choose 10, it'll take me 4 months. So we are going to, we're gonna go with 8. That sounds doable-ish. I think what I might do this month though is only draw 6 and then give myself some room to mood read. Now, like I said, every book is up for grabs except for the ones I've already read. These ones are included in up for grabs. I just don't actually know what genre this one is, so I don't know which shelf it needs to go on. And then these two, the ones that they would go on, this shelf is currently full, and this shelf, it won't fit, so, or this book for that shelf. Anyway, so we're gonna pick 6, give myself some room to mood read the other 2. And then, I don't know. We'll also see if I get the wildcard prompt. I really don't want the wildcard prompt, but we will see. And then, depending on what that says, we'll pick as many as we need. Okay. First one. Oh, I did put new prompts in here. So we know that pink means whatever books, physical, ebook, whatever. Blue means Kindle Unlimited. These ones, I'm not sure if you would consider this yellow or green. I'm seeing more green, honestly. These ones are my like punishment prompts. Basically what that means is it might say something like choose an author you don't love, or read this book that you hated the first time, so I'm going to hope I don't get either. Bless you. Where are you? He's under my bed. What are you doing under there, buddy? Okay, anyway. Prompt number 1. Lowest rated on Goodreads. Okay, so I need to grab that phone real quick. Got my physical TBR shelf, and we're going to look at my lowest rated. Oh. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, I do want to read these books at some point. Okay, so it looks like The Broken World, because it's at 3.69. Also, this is what the cat is currently doing. He's just chilling. I had to move the drawer, but he's just chilling. Okay, so it looks like The Broken World by Lindsay Klingel. At some point I will figure out how to say that name. Is what, like, one, I guess. Here's the thing though. I don't remember what happened in the first book of this series because it's a duology, The Marked Girl. So I'm actually going to swap this one for that one. Okay. Found it, The Marked Girl. I remember loving it. I haven't read it since 2024 though, but I absolutely devoured it. I loved it. So, and I'll probably have The Broken World as like my mood read option. We'll see. So, book number 1 on the TBR. Hey, stop eating random things you find on the floor. He's a toddler, I swear. Right, prompt number 2. Oh, thank goodness. I'm terrified that I'm going to get a punishment prompt. Stop it. Okay. Ooh, an author you follow. So, on Instagram, TikTok, literally whatever. Okay, so immediately my mind goes to Anna Huang, the author of the Kings of Sin series, or Hannah Grace, because I follow both of them on TikTok, or Stephanie Garber, who I follow on Instagram. Now, there are not a whole lot of books by Anna Huang that I own, except for the first 5 in the Kings of Sin series. I don't have the 6th one yet. And if I buy it, that's adding more physical books onto my TBR. And like I said, I want to focus on books that are physically on here. I know technically this is already been read, but it's fine. Maybe if I read this, I'll have the motivation to read the other one. So I'm gonna go with Stephanie Garber because I do have physical books of hers, and we're gonna go with Once Upon a Broken Heart because I am devouring her books. I love her books. They're so good. I've also been using Devour a lot. I mean, that's probably only the 2nd time in this video, but I don't know. So, the Once Upon a Broken Heart. Why could I not think of it? Once Upon a Broken Heart is the 2nd book to go on. So, I already have 2 fantasies on here. Oh, jeez. So not loving that for the month of July, but it is what it is. What are you doing now? I don't know. He cannot be trusted. Anyway, prompt number 3. He's chewing on something. Oreo! Alright, let's try that again. I got the cat out from under my bed. He was trying to eat something, and I don't know what it was, so I had to get the laser pointer to get him out. And now he's mad at me. You can be mad all you want. I don't care. I would rather have you mad and alive than happy and dead. Just saying. Prop number 3. There's a hair on me. Okay. On the last month's TBR but wasn't read. Here's the thing. At the time I'm filming this, it is June 9th. So I don't know yet. So how about we consult May's TBR instead? Especially because, like, there's only 2 physical books on my June TBR, and I am 100% going to read them. So let's see. There's all the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, The Naturals, The Last One at the Wedding, Fourth Wing. I'm not picking that one. I have enough fantasy for this month. Apprentice to the Villain. I need to read Assistant to the Villain, Alice Chen's Reality Check, and Nothing Like the Movies. So if I'm being completely honest, none of the romance that were on my May TBR sound interesting to me right now. So either The Last One at the Wedding or The Naturals. if I read the naturals, I'm starting a new series. I'm not in the mood for that right now. So we are going to choose, well, I mean, starting a series, technically continuing a series. We'll see how you want to view it. But we're going to go with The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulic. He's under my bed again. Oreo, get out. He's going to go under there and he's going to try. Hold on, what was this prompt? I don't remember this one. Oh, random emojis, and then, oh, that's how that got put on my TBR. Okay, I don't know why I have that one. Anyway, so cool, we have a thriller on here. Oh my gosh, we're already halfway done. Probably shouldn't have said that, because now I'm going to get the wild card prompt, aren't I? Probably shouldn't have said that. I'm getting a lot of pink ones, which is fine. Going in blind. Ooh, okay, so literally any of these, actually. Or this one as well. Literally any of these. I'd be going in blind too. Dude, stop whatever you're doing. Okay, well, I already have a mystery, so I don't think I want to choose this one. I think this one is cozy fantasy, so I don't really want to choose that one. I know this one's a romance. I know literally nothing about this one. It Happened One Murder by Liz Lawson. So I think that's probably the one I'm going to choose. Especially because, like, the name just is intriguing. So, I don't know. There's a man and a woman on the cover. So I'm wondering if it is maybe a romance. It sounds intriguing. And I want to know. I want to know what it is. So, that is book number 4 going on the TBR. Okay, I'm not too mad at July's TBR so far. And like I said, I'm going to have some room to mood read. Technically, I have that all the time, but I always like choose specific TBRs, and then by the time I get to that month, I'm like, I don't want to read any of these. So, oh, I accidentally grabbed 2. Okay, another pink one. Most anticipated release of the year. Okay, so I actually have already read that one, which is Just Friends by Haley Pham. Did a whole reading vlog on it. So I'm like, do I want to read another one? Or, wait, no, what? So I'm like, what is my other one? That's what I meant to say. Because honestly, I wasn't too badly anticipating King of Gluttony by Anna Huang, but it is also an anticipated release because I love her writing. And the only other book that I'm anticipating this year, like really, really excited for, doesn't come out until October, so. Oh, hi! Hi, mister. So, I'm thinking it's gonna have to be King of Gluttony by Anna Huang. Bless you. Like, that's the only option I really have, because none of the rest of these are this year's releases, at least that I know of. Well, actually no, because I know those 3 are not. That one is not. The rest of these are not. This one might be, but I don't think it is. No, say somewhere on here, right? This is from 2017, so it definitely is not. So yeah, King of Gluttony is really the only option I have. Alright. Prompt number 6? Jeez. That's not gonna rid of too many books, though. We're not gonna keep going, though. I know myself. Oh! I shouldn't have kept saying it. Oh, I've only gotten pink once so far. Gets a punishment prompt. Oh, no. No. Reread a book that you hated. Here's the thing, though. I actually don't think I have any. Because any that I hated, I gave away. I don't have. So, I actually cannot do this prompt. I didn't mean to do that. But seriously, like, because, like, I haven't hated necessarily any of these. I have not been in the mood for certain ones, but I haven't hated any of them. Another one. Great. Alright. Okay. Pick 3 options, then look them up on Goodreads. Pick the one with the funniest / worst 1-star review. So I couldn't spell when I was writing this. I don't know why. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I kind of love that prompt, so we're gonna go with it. Whoops. Okay, so let's see. I have a romance in option, a thriller, and a couple of fantasies. So I'm not going to pick anything from my fantasy shelf because I'm not in the mood for that. Let's pick The Stopover by T.L. Swan. Let's pick The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes and Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. Let's pick those ones. Alright. And then I'll grab this. Looking at the reviews for The Naturals and I cannot find a single 1-star. I'm finding 2 stars, but I'm not seeing a 1-star. So I guess that one's out. Now I'm looking at the reviews for Not Quite Dead Yet, and this is literally the only 1-star review I can find, and it's not funny, I wouldn't say. So I feel like this one also cannot count. Okay, so for the 1-star review, I found a lot of 1-star reviews, but this one was funny. It was like, never trust someone from book talk to give a recommendation. That girl's not getting to the pearly gates because of it. And I was like, okay, that's actually kind of funny. So we're gonna go with The Stopover by T.L. Swan. Jeez, I cannot word. So that's another romance on the TBR. Which is fine. I don't care. Also, I literally was searching for a 1-star review of The Naturals, which I'm actually really glad I couldn't find one. That's good. But I like after I got done and was like, oh, I guess that one's not gonna count anymore. I was like, I literally said I didn't want to start The Naturals yet. So I'm so good at that. But anyway. here is the set TBR for July. We have March Girl. Ooh. Okay, that was not a bad catch, actually. I caught most of them. Anyway. We have the March Girl by Lindsay Clean Gel. For lowest rated on Goodreads. For author I follow, we have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. For on last month's TBR, we went with May's TBR. So we went with The Last One at the Wedding by Jason Rekulek. For Going In Blind, we went with It Happened One Murder by Liz Lawson. For funniest 1-star review, The Stopover by T.L. Swan. And then for most anticipated release of the year, King of Gluttony by Anna Hong. So I'm not too mad at the TBR for this month. I think I can get through it. I feel like I could get through it pretty easily, honestly. Like, yeah, that's not awful. And again, I'm gonna give myself some wiggle room for some mood reads. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will hopefully see you next week. Bye.